everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a dazzled or disappointed on a very exciting product. I feel like Kat Von D has been coming out with products left and right, it seems like. I don't know how she has the time to plan all of this stuff because it feels like every month she's had a new release. But today I'm going to be doing a review for you, a dazzled or disappointed, on the new Pastel Goth Eyeshadow palette. These types of shades are right up my alley. I love playing with these types of colors, and so I have used it and I do have some thoughts for you. And so let's just go ahead and jump right in so that we can find out if this palette is worth your time and money. Here, the box comes like this. You do have all the shade names on the back. And then the description on the back says, your soul may be dark, but that doesn't mean your makeup should be. Rock your soft side with this palette of 8 high pigment matte eyeshadows. So they are all matte. There's 8 of them. And I love the artwork. I always love the artwork on her eyeshadow palettes. I always think they're unique, they're pretty. And so this is no exception. I love the colors. I love that this is raised, so it's not flush on the palette, like it's raised a little bit. And then on the back you do have, again, the eyeshadow names. You open it up and again they are all matte. You do have the mirror right here, and then you've got 8 shades, really nice, that are presented in this eyeshadow palette. So let me go ahead and give you some swatches. I will show you my eye look, I'll bring you in a little closer, and that way I can tell you my thoughts on how this performed. The first 4 shades are Star, Clementine, Meow, and Dope. And Meow and Dope are kind of 2 different shades of purple. I am wearing Clementine on the lid, and I am wearing Dope in the crease. So that's what they look like right there. And then just to give you, well, I kind of want to get ahead of myself and give you thoughts, but I will save that for a few minutes from now. So those are those. The second set of 4 are Doom, Gloom, Dagger, and Skull. And again, to give you an idea, I am wearing a mix of Dagger and Gloom on the outer crease, or I'm sorry, on the outer lid. And that's what those look like right there. Again, they are all matte. There are no shimmery shades, glittery shades, anything like that. Very matte. So let me zoom you in so that you can see what my eyeshadow looks like today. And that way I can tell you what my thoughts are on the product. So I told y'all I had Clementine on the lid, and then I need to look at the shade names. I've got Dope in the crease, and then on the outer portion, wrong eye. On the outer portion over here, I have got a mix of Gloom and Dagger, which is a green and kind of like a muddy green. I don't know how to describe that. But anyways, so I used 4 shades on my lid today. I did not use any shades from any other eyeshadow palette. I tried to use everything from this palette. And they, as you can tell, they are sustaining very well. I put this on at 8 o'clock this morning. I used a, let me zoom you out so that we're not so close. I used the Smashbox eyeshadow primer, and then whenever using these types of shades, I always use the Milk eyeshadow stick or the eyeshadow pencil by NYX, because it gives you that white base to really make colors pop. And so I used that today because, again, anytime I use these type of shades, pastel shades, neon shades, that really helps it pop. And so I used that today. There has been no fading, no creasing. They have been sustaining very well throughout the day. So I will tell you, this palette is $38. I found them the very first time I used them, I found them to go onto my brush very easily. I didn't have a whole lot of kick up. I mean, on a couple of them, you could tell it, you know, there was a little bit of kick up. I'm not going to say there's none, let's put it that way. There is a little bit, but I didn't have a whole lot of it. They blended very well. They went on the lid very well. I applied a couple of layers because I always like to have more of a pop of color. I don't like to go subtle. I like to go full on. So I applied a couple of times and I absolutely had no issues whatsoever. So that whenever that happens and when I really like the colors and they apply very effortlessly and very smoothly, it makes the price tag a no-brainer for me. So for me, this $38 price tag was well worth it. You get the 8 shades. They're very, very rich in color. I was reading some reviews online on Sephora.com yesterday, and I feel like they may have taken the reviews down that were negative. I don't know how they do that. I don't know if it's true that they do take those down. I don't know what happens to them. Anyways, a couple of people had said that they were disappointed because it was the shades were coming up very sheer, and I did not have that problem. Again, I don't know if that's because I used that NYX pencil, jumbo eye pencil in milk. That could very well be the reason. Again, when I used to use when I use like neon shades, so for example, the Urban Decay Electric palette, I always use NYX milk underneath those, because if not, they can appear to be a little bit lifeless almost, and that is a neon palette. So anytime you want eyeshadows to pop, you really need kind of like a white base, and that NYX milk pencil does the trick. So I have used that with this, and it probably made all the difference in the world because I have had no issues with them being sheer. They have blended very, very well. I am really, really impressed with this. I like it very, very much. I like it so much that I am dazzled by it. And you know, it takes a lot for me to be dazzled, because if there's something that I just don't feel is amazing, then right away I'm just like, I guess I'm disappointed. You know, it's not what I expected. No, this is actually more than what I expected, because I didn't know what to expect. I thought they might be sheer, they might be, you know, they just may not really be great. And they perform up to par for Kat Von D eyeshadows. Very, very impressed. Again, price tag is $38. I absolutely think it's worth it. Again, another thing that people were saying is that, well, they're not pastels, they're brighter than pastels. I don't think that's an issue. Just because they're a little bit richer than a pastel color, I look at this and I'd say, okay, those to me are Easter colors, because I associate pastel colors with Easter, and these are shades I would use on Easter. I would associate this with Easter eggs. So I do feel like it is in the pastel family. A couple of them might be a little bit brighter than a pastel would, but it is in that whole shade range. I do believe it is. So very, very excited about this one. This one was a hit. This is not one that I would do that I would think twice about, like, well, do I really want to keep it? Absolutely. I really do like it. I hope that has helped if you are on the hunt for this palette. Keep in mind, it is limited edition. I want to say it's sold out on Kat Von D's website. It's still available on the Sephora website because I did check today. I want to give you the verse of the day before I let you go. Today comes from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32, and it says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you." All right, guys, well, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, so that you're notified for any future videos that I post. Please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying the Dazzled or Disappointed series. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. All right, guys, I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.